did much current stuff here on the channel, so I thought I would just do a live stream. Very random. So here we go. I actually, I think the last thing that is on this channel that was somewhat current was when I came back from my full trip in Italy. Then I went to Portland, then I went to Arizona, and now I am back in Detroit. And I guess last you saw was Eva welcoming me back, and Annie as well. But a lot has been happening. That was, geez, I think that was maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago. So I'm here. Hey, how's it going? If you guys know where I'm at, this is my dad's shop. So we are here working on the van, and I'm working on the cabinets. You want to see what I'm working on the cabinets? Kind of neat. So I have been working on the van, which is right out here, and it's sitting here. And I have been doing a lot of stuff. And one of the things I'm working on right now is putting the upper cabinet doors on the van, and you can see that. Hey Moira, how's it going? The late Matt Gallo, what did I die? Did I die? That's what you say about people. The late Matthew Gallant. But is it late over there? Anyways, these are the doors for the large upper cabinet that is on the driver's side. So let me remove the doors and show you about the one that we have already ready to go. So let me do that. And then let me move this one over. And then show you this one. This one is finished, so we can open that one up and I can show you how it looks. It's pretty neat. During this live stream, I don't care about time. We can go as long or as short as desired. You guys can ask some questions and I will answer them. I know I haven't been around. You guys might want to know some things, but I'll answer as much as I can. So this is the top of the cabinet, and this side will go up against the ceiling of the van, and then this side back here will go against the back of the van. So this door now is finished, so I can show you how it looks. I don't want to damage the bottom. Okay, so this is the first cabinet door that'll be on the upper, and I have hardware for it. I'll show you in a little bit, but check this out. So most of these doors, I actually had some hinges previously open higher than like 90 degrees. They actually open like 100, 110 degrees. And I can't have that because the top of the van is right here and it'll hit the top of the van. So what I wanted to get was these special hinges from a company called Blum that allow you to position the door wherever you want, and it will allow you to kind of put it there, and then it slow closes on the way down. So you can open it as high as you want, and then you just slam it down. No slamming, I guess, but it has that slow close feature at the bottom. Pretty cool, right? So if you look underneath, you can see you have to mount two of these sort of mechanisms, motor mechanisms, and I'll have to put one on every point there, and then the cabinet door just sort of. Isn't that awesome? That is super cool. Super cool. So it's not so easy to do because I actually have to. I'll show you what I have to do in order to make this work, which is a bit of a pain in the butt, but I should have thought about some things before I got those mechanisms, because what they do is, let's see here, is so you got these mechanisms there, and then the actual thing actually, I don't know if you could see this here. Let me see. I don't know if you can see this, but I had to cut this stringer that goes across. I have to cut it so that this piece can fit there. I'll remove the cover so you can see. So I actually have to cut this piece out of every single sides. So both of those sides have notches cut in them. And then this cover, a nice little cover goes over and locks into place, but I don't have it. I'm working on it right now, so. But anyways, that'll be how all of my upper cabinets will be. So I'll be able to like slowly position them where I want, and then put them closed as quick as I want, and that will be very, very cool. So we're working on that. We are also doing some, I'm going to be doing some painting. I bought a bunch of this stuff, which is called Raptor coating. If you guys know what the bed of a pickup truck looks like, you know, that rough kind of orange peelish texture that is like plastic, and people put it on the beds of their truck and just anything to try and make it very durable. I'm going to spray that inside the doors. So I'm actually going to take this door off, and I'm going to spray over all of my lizard skin, and I'm actually going to go over to about here. And so all of this will be durable Raptor liner, and the back doors as well. So I don't know if you guys saw, but I got this cool trike rack that'll allow the trike to mount on the back of the van. But I've prepped these a little bit. So this whole area here will be coated with Raptor liner, and I'm gonna probably take the door off and then put it on down, and so it lays flat, and then I'll spray it. The next week should be pretty nice, so I'm kind of excited about that. So that's cool. Another thing that is well, Roro wants to say hi. Say hi. Rose says hi. So the other thing that I got that's sort of new for the van is, sorry about that, is we got covers for the windows from a company called Van Made Gear. And the owner, Simon, and I have talked. I've met him a bunch of times. He's in Portland, and he designed these amazing window covers. Let's see, this one is for that window. I'll show you how nice these are. So cool. Oh yeah. So I'll show you how they go on. Oh, this gimbal here is misbehaving. Oh, it's spinning off the tripod. That's why it's spinning around. So let me see if I can put this right like this. What did I say? That's what she said? Okay. So these covers are made really, really good quality. They kind of wrap up like this. They have little magnets inside the edges, and you can actually put them like this. Did you hear that? They just snap in place, and they're designed like this little notch here goes and fits in, so when the door closes, I mean, this thing is blackout. And so I've got that, the front window, and then the driver's side window too, which is super cool. They're insulated in between, so there's like insulation in between the two surfaces. So when you put this thing up, you're not only blacked out so that nobody can look in, but they're also insulated. Now, eventually, we're gonna have the covers for the back as well, but I've got to finish the wall components there, so we got to wait for that. So yeah, go to Van Made Gear. If you do, tell them Matt sent you. And we'll be doing a lot more with Van Made Gear, hopefully, as the project moves along and starts finishing up. So, let me get my coffee and my ice water. In order to do this job correctly and do those notches so that the door opener mechanisms work, I bought this belt sander. Check this thing out. It's a very narrow belt sander, and it's perfect for me to get in and file down that notch, because I have to cut out a lot of meat, and I was using a chisel and a hammer, and it was just getting It wasn't very clean, but with this I can kind of get in there, 80 grit sandpaper, and clean it up. So it's really nice, like super nice. Let me see if I can find something that's a little bit lower to the ground, and I can talk to you guys. Actually, maybe I just sit here. But then my head's like right there. Rose is gonna come in here. So, yeah, how's it going, everybody? Haven't talked to you in a while. So after I got back from my tour of Italy, Germany for the show, the Spezi show, then I went to Portland, then I went to Arizona, then I went back and got back to Detroit. Right after that, Eva got her green card. So Eva now has her green card, Social Security card, and all that jazz. Annie has her green card, Social Security card, and all that jazz. And she was sort of waiting to go back to China to visit her father until her green card process was done, because you're not supposed to leave. Rose, come on. You're not supposed to leave the country. Yeah, those blinds are nice, eh, Moira? Those are super nice. Maybe I'll just put this like this. I'll go up. That might be better. Rose, move out of the way, kiddo. Yeah, that's good. That's better. So, their father has some medical issues. So, my dad, I guess, and so they went and left as soon as Eva got her green card. They pretty much got tickets and flew back to Ningbo. Annie and Eva are in Ningbo right now, and they will be there for a few more weeks. Eva has to come back because the second year of elementary school is coming up, so she will be coming back early August, right? No, is it August now? Yeah, early September. So they'll be back then. Hey, Tube for MJ, good to hear from you. So they're going to be coming back then. So it kind of gave me a little bit of time to work on the van. Good to see you today. Wondering if the window covers are labeled so you don't mix them up. It's not really that important. There's a label that says Van Made Gear that is on the inside. So, and they're only a specific shape. So each one is like sort of custom made. So you can pretty much tell as soon as you put them up once, you know which one is the correct one. So, but I really like them. I actually visited their company. There's a video on this channel of me going and visiting Van Made Gear last year, 2 years ago almost. And so yeah, but seeing as though Annie and Eva were gone, it sort of gave me some alone time at the house. And so I've been sort of working on the van. There have been a bunch of projects going on. There have been a lot of just a lot of stuff happening, and so I sort of like put the brakes on any new content on this channel. In place of all that no new content, I'd have been sort of repurposing some old stuff, and you've been seeing some little short videos of some of the travels in Italy. I've sort of been trying to do a little test because short form content is super popular now, and everybody's sort of watching. Hey, from Syria, Leo, sorry, not Louis, it's Leo H. Yeah, so, yeah, I've just been sort of repurposing some shorts, taking some like of the highlights of some of, you know, what's funny is when you're doing a daily vlog, the beginning of the video doesn't really tell you what the rest of the video is going to have in it. A lot of it, it's just me saying hi and introducing myself. And as the video goes on, you might have something that might be really fun for somebody to watch, but they're not going to watch all the way through to get to that point. And so I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice if I just took the highlights of some of the episodes and made them their own compartmentalized video? And I posted them across my TikTok, my Instagram, my Facebook, my YouTube, my threads now. I have a threads. There's one I'm missing here. I'm not sure. But yeah, so it's just been some of that stuff on the channel. And so I've been happy to share some of that with you. I have like really want to focus on the van, and I want to get that finished. I had a comment from one of my friends of the channel, and he was like, you know, the van stuff is sort of boring, which is another reason why I sort of want to move all the van stuff onto the Van Life channel. But yeah, there's just a lot of things happening, and you're not really seeing a lot of it because it's sort of stuff going on in the background. But yeah, they'll be Eva and Annie will be back. Do you guys maybe I'll do some more live streams when Eva and Annie come back, and you can kind of see them and hang out. And this whole channel was pretty much primarily a diary of my life, and I want to continue making the Jayoe Nation that. It's just been sort of boring, just me sort of working through things here at the house, on the van, and just daily life stuff. So, but everything else is good. Where's everybody from? Give me some hellos from. We got a hello from Syria there, and good to see you today. Wondering if you're greetings from Syria. Hello from Australia. I always have a problem spelling Australia. I don't know anybody else. I always spell it wrong. Fex kind morning. No pickpockets in Italy. I was actually quite nice. I rode through Rome, and I had a great time, and I didn't have any problems with anybody picking my pockets. Hello, Teresa. Let me go here. I'm tapping the screen twice. There we go. Hello, Matt from Minneapolis. Enjoyed the Italy videos. Very cool. Hello from South Africa. Yeah, that's cool, Master. Yeah, you're from South Africa. I forgot. Vladimir from Russia. Hello. Back in Ireland again. Netherlands. Wow. Singapore. Isn't that wild? Syria, Singapore, Netherlands, Australia, Minneapolis. I mean, that is so wild. So many different people in Thais. Are you in Taiwan right now? I think you are. I just watched and we talked about it. We just talked about the ride. If you guys want to see some cycling now, Traveling Thais has some cool cycling videos that he's posting from a ride he took a while back. As a matter of fact, Thais, your last or fairly recent video, you were talking about how who was it? Nancy Pelosi was going to Taiwan, right? And that was a long time ago. That was you dated that video by bringing up that current events sort of thing, which was funny. But it brought back a lot of memories. If you guys reminisce from my travels in Italy, or my travels in Taiwan, there's a lot of overlap. So he's riding on the Suhua Highway, and he's riding around Hualien, and just having a good time there, and making me a little jealous. I want to go and head over there. But yeah, could have uploaded it at the time, probably get more hits. You know, Thais, I have, and nobody is going to be, this isn't going to be shocking for anybody that's seen Portugal. Man, I love the fact, isn't it amazing? Holland, Michigan, isn't it wild that I can sit in the garage in Southeast Michigan, speak to my phone, and have one-to-one conversations with so many different people from all over the world. It is so cool. Such a cool technology. And some people use it improperly, and sometimes it gets used in horrible ways. But in this case, it's just so amazing. So thank you, guys. yeah, Traveling Thais. Holland, we have a Holland, Michigan. It isn't far from here. No, there aren't windmills, unless they put one up as like a tourist attraction, but I don't think so. Tim? Yeah. But anyways, hi from Germany. Moin is a greeting they use in Northwest Germany. Really? I thought you were trying to say morning, like morning. Guten Tag. I thought that was German, the German way. Guten Morgen. Yeah, maybe I'll go to Holland, Michigan, and make a video. It won't be very eventful. I mean, it's just like a city in Michigan. Maybe I can meet Tim. So yeah, so you're posting a video from a year ago. I have an entire series of videos that I shot in China. They're beautiful videos. I had always when I came to America, it was sort of slapdash, and I had all of those videos, and I was like, it's going to take me months to produce those videos, so I should probably hold on to those videos and finish the van, and then I'll produce those videos while I'm in the van. But then life just sort of steamrolled me, and now they are COVID in China videos of me traveling to where was it? I went to Lijiang, Chengdu, Donghuang, and Chaozhou. Really, really fun videos. And in each place, I made so many, I got such great stuff. I can't let those videos die. Those videos are really cool. And then I subsequently took a few-day trip with Lee Barrett, and we went to some abandoned cities. We went to Chang'an. I saw like one of the largest train stations in the world while it was under construction. And today it's finished. Like I saw some videos in China right now of friends in China, and like the things have moved so far forward that a lot of those videos are sort of outdated. I really want to finish them though. I got an amazing series of videos I shot before I even started up the YouTube channel of me in New Zealand, which was great. I just checked some pictures, Tim. It's true. You even have loads of tulips. Oh, really? It has some, a windmill island garden in Holland, Michigan. I gotta go there. Tim's gotta give me a tour. Hi, Miko. How are you doing? I would love to see the China videos. Me too. Me too. I really have to finish my studio on wheels. I am so over budget, so over time, and I still have so much to do to finish it up. When I finish, it's going to be beautiful. I'm going to be so proud of it, but it has been just a drain in so many ways, getting that van finished and trying to do other things. I'm really looking forward to, like, I was thinking about like how I'm going to put, I think I'm going to put a decal on the side that's going to be like the Van Life Studio podcast as I roam around, and it is going to be super cool. And when the trike is mounted on the back, I mean, it will be a compartmentalized life that I can roam around and use as just, it's going to be such an awesome tool. But this tool has cost me everything. That is a lot. For those of you that, I mean, I used some inheritance actually to finish the van, and I used it all up. It was, I hope it was a smart move, because I think when it's finished, it'll be a tool from which I can enhance the channel and make some cool stories and revitalize everything. But as it stands right now, I look at it and it's like a boat. When you have a boat and they say it's like a hole that you throw money into. You know, I live on the water right here in Detroit, so I was a dock harbor master, and I worked on boats. I traveled around the Caribbean on boats and stuff like that. And that's like the funny thing that people say, is that a boat is a black hole that you throw your money into. And I feel like that with the van right now, and I would love to be on the other side of this story, the side where it's finished, where I'm utilizing it for its intended purpose, and where it's actually helping me to share stories instead of hindering me. Because for the amount of money I spent on that van, I could have traveled around the world 5 times. But anyways, it is what it is. I can't regret, and I just have to push forward and finish it up, which is what I'm working on right now. How close to the completion are you? You know, okay, I have to do the cabinets finish, then I have to wire up the whole van for lighting, which is a big deal. Like I want lighting to be helping to accent me as a video interviewer. So I need light that's gonna be cool behind me. I need to have all sorts of, I also have to coat and paint the doors. I have to put and wire up all the outlets and electronics and all of my appliances. So that's that. Then I have to finish coating and paneling the doors, which I have like these custom panels I made and painted that are gonna go up. I have to do the air conditioning system and custom duct the air conditioning a few places so that that can work. I have to do the heating system and the floor heat and the water heat. I have to do all the plumbing. I have to do my inset shower pan. And I have to mount the gray water tanks and stuff underneath the van and automate those so I have solenoids there that can dump water and everything that I need. And then that's it, I think. See, that's not much. Just plumbing, electrical, air conditioning, lights, and power. That's all. And some, oh, and the countertops. The countertops, check this out. So a company called Ridgelight helped to supply the material for the counter. And this is it right here. So this material on the inside is going to be the counter. And this is a very, very long piece. This piece is 12 feet long. I'll be able to cut my countertop out of it and have some left over for the new house. We got a new house building too, so that's pretty cool. But this is my interview table. So this will be the table. It's an inch thick. It's got bamboo in the center and Ridgelight black pearl Ridgelight on the top and bottom sandwiched together. This material is raw right now. You actually have to oil it and then it'll get like lustery and stuff. But this material here is super, super cool. And that will be my interview table. So like it'll be the table that people will congregate around. So that's cool. And then, you know what? I've never even opened this piece. Let's let me put this somewhere. This is a special piece of material. This is a special piece of material that is not like the other two. I haven't even opened it. Here you can see the logo for Ridgelight. But I like different textures and different patterns for different components. So the countertops are that black solid, and then the interview table has that bamboo sandwich in between. And then this is a special piece of material that is going to be a shelf that will fold out from the side door of the van. So like if you see the side door, you see that cabinet, that black rectangular shape there, that's the kitchen cabinet. That is going to have this table that will fold down, and like when the van's sitting there and the door's open, I can fold down that table and set a cup of coffee, do some cooking and stuff. But that material is this. Isn't that nice? This is, what's the name of it? I don't remember the name exactly of this one because it's been a while, but it's really, really neat. Let me see if I can get it to focus on the table. But you can see how it's layered. And so that will be cool. I can even cut like little indentations for like coffee mugs and stuff. And when you cut into the second layer, that pocket will have like a cool, like different texture on the inside. So I'm super excited about that. This stuff, Ridgelight, is made out of recycled paper too. So it's also got adhesive and stuff. I can't say that it's probably so perfect for the environment, but it is made out of materials that would, it's a repurposed material, which is super cool. Anyways, that's that. The other thing that I've been doing, I don't know if you can tell, I'm a husky guy, you know, but I've been working out a lot because Annie's not here. I'm not eating her enormously varied, wonderful, meals, which in China it's like you have to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You have to eat. Breakfast is not so important in China, but lunch and dinner, that's like a huge affair. Custom cooked meals and really aggressively, like all these plates and stuff. And I tend to overeat, but I gained a lot of weight, and I've been converting a lot of that weight into some muscle, and I've been sort of building on my frame here and going to the gym all the time and sort of enjoying that. So that's good. It's not that flat. It's not that flat. I noticed it too in your face. You look more lean, kind of like the first Jayoe tour days. Yeah. I'm working on it. You know, you could start to see the striation in the neck. You know, you're like, oh, okay, that's good. I looked in the mirror the other day. I'm like, I remember that guy. I remember that guy. Okay, Julian. I mean, as a holiday, if you are now based in America. Yeah. You asked me a question. When am I going to China? So I will go back to China in the winter. So Annie is there now. So they're doing what they need to do right now, but then they're going to come back here. We'll stay here for a while. And then in the winter, probably Christmas, like Christmas holiday for Eva and her school, we'll go back to China. I would like to do some traveling there if we have time and make a go of it. I'm really excited to go back to China. A lot of my friends are sharing videos, and although some things are happening in China that are a little bit stressful, the rest of it is, I'm super excited. All these videos of like, because I live in like suburban Michigan now, and I see like just the metropolis and the lights, and Eva and Annie live in Ningbo, and a lot of people have never heard Ningbo. You guys have heard Ningbo because you know my channel, and a lot of you have discovered the channel when I was living there, and so you guys are not a stranger to Ningbo. But if you ask Joe Schmo off the street, and I have asked many a Joe Schmo off the street, they don't know what Ningbo is or where Ningbo is. You tell them a city in China, they'll say Shanghai, Hong Kong, or what else? Beijing. I mean, Chongqing. Chongqing is an enormous city. I don't think many people know of that. It's crazy. Been there, the Sheraton, Little Waitan, La Waitan. Hey, Jason. How you feeling, Jason? Last time I heard from you, you had shingles. And, right? Shingles? And you were getting your ass kicked. So, hope you're doing better. If you watch the video back a little bit, you'll see some cool cabinetry stuff. So I think you've joined here quite late. We're about 32 minutes into the live stream. Much better. I hope much better. If you're still, in the state you were before, like months ago, I would be feeling for you, buddy. But yeah, lovely days here the last few days. We had a little stormage, but sporadic. I think I'm going to take the doors off the van and then paint them in here and tape up the doors of the van. But I think that after Wednesday, the whole week's supposed to be really nice. So I'm going to work on the cabinet doors today, see if I can finish up the cabinet doors, the upper cabinet doors. And then Wednesday, take the doors off the van and do some painting there. But yeah. So to answer the previous question about me coming to China, yeah, probably during the winter. And so we'll check out China and revisit. I'm very interested to see it. I also have a house that is being finished. The closing date on the building of the new house is going to be October 18th. So we have couple of months, and then the house will be ready for us to live in. And I'm really excited to show you that and give you a tour of that. It's a big project. Yesterday, I spent the whole weekend at the house doing some things because the framing is finished and the walls are erected, and I've just been sort of going there. And it's interesting because we have a reputable builder that's building the house, and we're checking out the progress of that building. I'm at my mom's house, and I'm just, there's a bunch of dogs here. Carter, come here. This is my brother-in-law's dog. Carter, come here. This is Carter. Hey, you. That's Carter. And then Rose. We have a little dog pack here. Jake! Come here, Jake. And then Jake. Come here. Jake, come here. This is Jake. And then Boaz. Hey, Rose, come here.
Hi, baby.
All right, go, go, go. Boaz is around here somewhere, but I think he's around here. But there's a whole bunch of dogs in in this place. But all right, just going crazy in autumn and winter again with COVID. You have COVID? Oh, here in Germany, they're putting up the old rhetoric back in place. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I went through COVID in the beginning over in China, so I mean, I saw the very interesting perspective of COVID. So I don't know. I think we should have moved on from it, but you have to take precautions for flu season. I know that, you know. So it would be interesting to see what happens this winter. Hopefully not too much crazy stuff. I like your trike, Matt. I have a Sunseeker USX HD3 that was given to me 8 years ago. I love it. Tim, cool. Yeah. Oh, that was the hype. It was, yeah. That's exciting, man. New house. Yeah, the house is Jason is in Washington Township, and it's over in right next to Stony Creek Park, which is a beautiful park. So it's about, from where I'm at right now, it's about 30 minutes drive away, and not too far from family. And it's just super, super cool. Really, really nice. It's like it's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath with a full basement, 2,600 square feet, not including the basement. The basement's going to be finished up. The basement has like farmhouse style windows, so like it's like a 9 or 10 foot ceiling in the basement. It's a really, really nice house. And the builder has been doing a really good job with it. And yeah, really, really nice. It is a bit cookie cutter though. The whole community has house. So it's like sort of Truman Show-esque. But coming from China and living an apartment life, it's not that bad. And our backyard is huge. Our backyard is a park. So our backyard looks enormous, but it's really just an extension of our yard. And it's taken care of by the association. Yes, we will have a homeowners association, which is, which a lot of people are gonna like roll their eyes at and say, you're in big trouble. Oh, trike news. So the show that I went to last year, the CycleCon, Recumbent CycleCon. Oh wow, Jason, there is a homeowners association, but we are going to start the community. Like, we're one of the first houses in the community, so Annie's going to be on the homeowners association. So she will be the one making the rules, which will be, I worry for others, not me, actually. Hello, Matt. Greetings from Brazil. I follow your travels and reviews. Trikes aren't very common around here, but I own one only factory called Go Trikes, and I love cycling around here. Rose? Oh, okay. She let everybody in there. Okay, you can let her in. Rose, come here. Oh, okay. Come here. Come on, Rose. Somebody's leaving the yard, and so they open the gate. Come here. Rose, come here. Come here. Rose. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, so cycling news. I will be going to Recumbent CycleCon this year. If you guys are in the area, stop by, say hi. I'll be bringing the van and the trike on the back. I'm hoping that I can get some things done with the van so that it'll be nice. Oh, the other thing that I need to do with the van I didn't think about was upholstery. I have to do the cushions in the back. That'll be my studio. So we're in the US. It's going to be in Ohio. So if you type in Google Recumbent CycleCon 2023, you'll see all the information there. It's in about a month, basically. So I'm kind of excited. We'll have the crew from AIDOO will be there. I'll be displaying at AIDOO. I'll be producing a video of my entire trip in Italy, and that'll be shared in sort of like a there's like a video showcase section where people will share their videos of their trike adventures or recumbent adventures, and so that'll be cool. There's a garbage can in the shot. Let's get that out of there. But yeah, that's about it. Oh, not a related comment, but have you seen the newest pictures from Everest? Yeah, Jason, I think that I climbed Everest right as things were getting overhyped. It was certainly an overhyped year. Shenya, Ohio. Yeah, on the 15th and 17th of next month. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, when I was on Everest, base camp was pretty, you know, there's a lot of garbage here. Base camp is built on a glacier that's constantly moving, so it sort of recycles a bit. But when you're getting up onto like more like Camp 3, Camp 4 up, or on Hillary Step and stuff, a lot of that stuff doesn't really move around. That's why like the bodies are there of the people that have died up and beyond the death zone, because you can't, the work to get them down is so taxing and consumes so many calories that by the time you're up there, you're out of breath all the time. So it's not like you can lug a hundreds and hundreds of pound body with down the mountain. And so a lot of those bodies are still there and they don't move, they just stay there. And so if you make a lot of filth and trash, it stays up there too. I wish that the Nepalese government would, I'm not one of those people that are like, you're stupid if you want to climb Everest. I was thinking about that because what was the recent, there was another like big, the exploring Titanic, and that submersible that got crushed, and a lot of people were like, those guys were dumb to go to see Titanic, and I would have probably, if I could have been able to get a seat on that thing and seen the Titanic with my own eyes, I'm sorry, I'm just honest. I would have probably been one of the people that would have wanted to do that. And if the owner of the company was going to be in the submersible as well, I would have been like, well, if he's willing to stake his life on it, then it's got to be something, you know. I would have probably been crushed if I was on that, had the opportunity to ride on that submersible on that trip. I would have died. So thank God I didn't have $250,000 laying around, because I'd have been dead. But I like the idea of people being able to push themselves. I mean, I pushed myself to climb Everest. When I decided to climb Everest, it was when I was writing my bucket list and I was thinking about all of the things that's unique and special in this world. And I remember when I said, and I actually told myself, you're going to climb Everest, Matt. And it was when I thought about, what is the one thing that you don't think you can do? What is the one thing that you think is out of reach for you? Because you don't have either self-worth, or you don't have, well, money wasn't such an issue. I had a company running really well in China at the time. It was more or less, I had never climbed a mountain, and I thought, if I could climb Mount Everest, I could accomplish anything. And so I set my mind to it. I traveled around China, climbing other mountains, doing different peaks, meeting other adventurers and other people that were doing amazing things. I saw parts of the world I would never have seen otherwise. I pushed myself to limits that I didn't think I could push myself to. I'll tell you this. I was working so hard at hi, blind programmer, how you doing? I was working so hard, my body was, at those altitudes in all of the higher peaks that I climbed, that when I would finish at the end of the day and be in my tent, it was so cold outside, you wouldn't want to go outside to go to the bathroom, so you'd have a bottle and you'd pee in a bottle. And I remember peeing in the bottle and then looking at the bottle, and there was a layer of, it looked like silt in the bottom of my urine. It was totally cloudy. And that was my body working so hard. And what is it called? Like I was in like massive ketosis. I was burning energy so hard that my body was like eating itself and just tearing through the fat reserves and everything. And that was quite amazing. I mean, I wasn't dying or anything, but that's what happens when you really trying hard, when you're really pushing yourself. And if that really pushing yourself is climbing, you know, a mountain or climbing Mount Everest, and you can do it, and you don't impact the world along the way, that's the problem. You know, people are going up there and not respecting the environment. I mean, a lot of people will argue and say I shouldn't have done it, like, because I did turn around. I passed out on the Lhotse face on my way up to Camp 3. I was taken to Camp 3, put on oxygen, and then the next day we were headed up towards the Hillary Step, and we continued on. And I looked at my Sherpa who was with me, and I said, you know, I don't want to put anybody's lives at risk. I feel like my heart isn't there anymore. I passed out the day before. I don't feel 100%, and I don't want to push myself. I don't want to die. You know, I don't want to die, and I don't want to put anybody else's life in danger. So I said, let's turn around, and we turned around, and so, you know, I'd love to attempt it again, actually, if possible. But again, the Everest is becoming quite crazy, and we'll see what happens in the next, you know. I know Nepal is trying to commercialize it more, you know, and make more money off it, because it makes a lot of Sherpas make a lot of money off of it and provide for their families. Obviously, it's weighing the risk. Those people put their lives in danger for doing it, but they are rock stars. They're amazing. Every Sherpa I've met has been amazing. You got to give them respect, man. You got to give them respect. Anyways, let's see here. I saw a funny comment. Jason, I pushed myself to contact an ex recently, and it worked. Well, you push yourself for all sorts of different things. Traveling Tice, yeah, the Everest series I come back to every now and again. Even though you didn't make it, you managed to capture the journey. Yeah, I often wonder, because I just started making videos back in the day, back when I climbed Everest. And I think if I would have done it again, first of all, technology has shrunk down the devices, and carrying all those things up the mountain is hard. So like the GoPros are more powerful, and the cameras are smaller and more powerful. And I think that if I would have done it, if I do the journey again, I'd be able to really capture it a lot better. I'm much more comfortable talking to the camera and being engaging with this sort of thing, and it'd be a completely different experience. Hi, Matt. I didn't realize you climbed Everest. Must watch it. Yeah, Luis. That was bad. Wait, if you go like the original videos, it was like vlog 100 or something, or vlog 50, I think, when I actually got to Kathmandu. Watch the whole thing because it was funny. Matt, my backpacking buddy, who you know of in Las Vegas, he came to Nepal, and he got typhoid and dengue fever at the same time, and then I left. I didn't realize that's what he had. I left. He went back to Indonesia, almost died. The doctors told him that if he hadn't gotten care when he did, he would have died, which was crazy. All the blood was pooling in his legs. It was quite crazy. But yeah, it's interesting. The problem you had on Everest was the heat of that day. Yep. You wouldn't think of it, because in the shade it was like minus 30 degrees. But the atmosphere is a little bit thinner up there, and if you're in direct sunlight and you're wearing black underneath your big thermals, I overheated and passed out. It was quite bad. Would you recommend someone going to China and vlog there? The blind pro? Oh, of course, 100%. If you want to go to China and tell some stories, there are so many awesome stories to tell in China, and Asia in general. But China is, listen, we all know China is perceived in a weird way right now, and people either feel afraid of it, or they feel like it's the big enemy. And so if you can go there, a lot of what people hear is not what China is, and I am 100% sure that you would go there, and if you open your mind to it, you would be able to share some amazing stories, whether that's food, culture, people. I'm continually frustrated with how people perceive yeah, governments are governments, but people and culture are people and culture, and there's a lot of us out there. There's a lot of people out there that you know, don't. There's a lot of people out there that don't respect your fellow man in many different ways, in many different cultures, many different races. It's nuts, nuts. Yeah, I think a lot of it is just propaganda, inflated. You know, oftentimes propaganda is built on certain slivers of truth, and there's, you know, China ain't perfect, America ain't perfect either, you know, and so, you know, it's just these sort of, they take that little thing and they just inflate it and make it crazy and give everybody a headache. Thanks. Looking forward to watching it. Glad your friend survived. Sounds like he was very ill. Yeah, he was really ill. Hey, Shiki Rugi. Hey, Matt. Nice catching you on a live chat. Long time fan of your channel. I know a few times things look messy with a certain crowd, but thanks for all your videos and views. Oh, thank you. Rugi, are you in Japan? Where are you in Japan, if you are, or wherever you are? Let's see here. I didn't realize you kind of just going back through the comments to see if I pass through. One thing, underachiever. I think of at least a dozen. One thing, underachiever. I think of a dozen things. Oh, what on your bucket list? What else? Hey, go to Holland, Michigan. Ride from Pier to Paw Paw. There's a family farm on Federal Register that worked as a Boone family for over a century. My family, there's lots to see in Holland. Susan, I am really excited actually about what's going to happen when the van is finished. Basically, I'm going to have two separate channels. There's going to be the van life channel and there's going to be the Jayoe channel. And the Jayoe channel will be the home for my trike rides, you know, personal stories, you know, exploring the world. There'll be a lot of van in it, but then the van life channel will be the place where I will home the van life studio podcast, where I'll invite travelers and different people in van life, and we'll be more technical about van life and be sharing that. And so those two channels are going to be working in tandem. And I'll even have the Nuance channel back because there's a lot of stuff I want to share on the Nuance channel, but it'll all be produced from the back of that van. And I will be going to places like you, and we'll be where you're at, Holland, and we'll be dropping the trike down. We'll be going with rides with cool people, and we'll be going to, and then we'll put the trike back on the van, go to the next place, drop it, go to another place, drop it. It will be very, very cool. Yeah, yeah. And it'll be off-grid living. I mean, I have solar panels. I've got a super powered secondary alternator. That van is designed to not sit here like it has been for the last 2 years. That's for sure. Have a great week, Matt. I'm going to attempt to get a short ride on my trike. Jayoe, Tim, take it easy. I don't like politics, so I did some kitchen magnet poetry. Trump is sit. Jack is quicker to... Okay. You really have to go to China with your own eyes. Can't wait to go back. Me too. Me too. You really need to see it for yourself. I'd love to go and just see it. Not sure how easy it is to get a tourist visa now. Tice, I'm not sure. You know, I haven't really had to delve into that side of thing because Annie is my wife, and so that's... I don't have to worry about it. It was quite easy for me to do it before because I was a businessman and I got invite letters from factories. And so if you can find somebody with a factory in China, that can be very easy. Just a quick business visa. You can get there you can even get a 10-year business visa and just go there. Bawamba. I've been to Ningbo last month. Very cool. Annie's there right now with Eva. I think you would be great visiting the Amish country and documenting their life. Yeah, just like Peter. Yep. I was there. If you go to this channel and you search for Jayoe and Amish, you'll see a video that I did in Indiana. I was toured with my friend, Lee Marshall, and I call him Lee, but his name's actually Marshall. That was a friend from Ningbo actually, who lives in Indiana, and he gave me a tour of Amish country. We went to a horse auction, and we went and investigated some workshops where Amish are fashioning all sorts of wood stuff because they're very good woodworkers. Natural stuff, not a lot of like technology. Tourist visa was not that hard. Yeah, I didn't think so. That town Holland has everything. Windmill, flower fields, and even a drawbridge. Let's go, Matt. Let's do it, Tice. Come on down. That'd be funny. You come to America and we go and investigate a town here near my hometown that reflects your home, which would be pretty wild. So, all right, you know what? We got about 5 minutes left, and it'll be an hour, and I think that's good enough. But I did want to like sort of make a little episode here. I think I'll do this from time to time, do more live streaming so I can put some new content on the video, as well as those shorts that you've been seeing. Have you been watching those shorts? Whether you're on my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, here, I've been posting shorts. So I'll be rehashing a lot of old content that'll be in short form, because I think that, like you guys, some of you don't know I was on Everest. Some of you don't know that I explored the largest cave in the world in Vietnam, and I think I can share a bunch of those little clips, and maybe they'll bring in a new audience, some new eyes to the channel, and also watch some of the old content too. What's the plans for the future of this channel? So the van is going to be finished. The trike will be going on the back of the van, and it will continue to be a diary of my life. This channel has always been meant to be a sort of a diary of my life and what's going on with me, my family, the trike, and all of that stuff. But the technical stuff, like about the van and the different alterations I'm making to the van, and the specifically van life stuff, I'm going to move to another channel, because a lot of the people that have helped me finish this van are sponsors, and I think I owe it to them to provide them a home for content where they can say, check out, my tires on Matt's videos on his van channel, instead of, go to Matt's van channel and maybe you'll see our stuff, but you'll also see like some recumbent trike stuff and some other yeah, my audience is so segmented. I'm trying to find a way so that if they want to see this, they can see it. If they want to see it, YouTube has sort of evolved a lot more from like the daily vlog type. And so if you can provide a niche channel, some place where that content fits, then Matt also saved a coyote. A lot of people aren't happy that I'm saved that coyote. And I cut that fence, that one strand of wire, and they're like, you vandalized that. I saw a coyote on the side of the road, and its leg was completely entwined, and it was hanging by one leg. It had probably tried to jump over this fence, and I mean, it was in bad shape, and I was able to like cut the wire and get it out of that, and a lot of people weren't happy about that. But anyways, yeah, so this channel will continue to be sort of a little bit of a hodgepodge. But I have 3 channels, basically. It's Nuance, Jayoe Nation, and this Van Life channel. And I will be excited to kind of like do that. But this one will always be sort of everything. I want to look back on this channel and be able to reference. This is like an encyclopedia of my life, so. So it'll continue to be that. Those people are heartless. Well, I don't want to fault them. The people that were angry at me saving that coyote. Some of them had farms. They have animals that might be killed and feed that coyote down the road, and so they're looking at it from that side. So I can't fault it, but that's what I did. That's what I did, and I'm sorry. That's just me. And do collaborations, yeah. Well, the Van Life channel should be my biggest channel. If I fast forward my brain a 1.5, 2 years down the road, when the van's finished and I'm traveling with it, there's a lot of people in the Van Life community to collab with. There's a lot of like van review channels where they like take a look at different van builds and stuff, where I can share my build with that. And those people have a lot of views that could come to the channel. There's a lot of interview opportunities, like the podcast is going to be done from that channel. So, Master Q, yeah. Well, I won't change. Jayoe is always going to be sort of like this sharing of content. I might not share daily like I used to. Like my first 2 years of this channel, I shared every single day. It was crazy. I don't, obviously if I'm doing multiple channels, I can't share every day, but I'll be certainly updating this channel with content. You'll be seeing my trike adventures, and you'll be all, the trike is going to stay on this channel. So trike's going to stay on this channel, family's going to stay on this channel, van's going to be on the other channel, and my political leaning like stuff will be completely separate on Nuance down the road, and that will be shared there. So we're just sort of trying to still get over this hump. It's been a big hump of time, a lot bigger than I had intended. But yeah, eventually we'll be on the other side of this, and you'll be seeing different stories told. But I got to work on my cabinets here and finish that up today, and wrap that project up. So we're gonna do that, and I will talk to you later. Are you out of China? Well, I'm not in China right now. I'm in America. Just keep the rubber side down. Okay. With the heat, I've been wearing shorts. I'll look for yours on YouTube. Okay. I think you have linked van life and Nuance to this channel yet. Have you? I have subscribed to all these 3 channels, by the way. I have to manage Nuance as its own community, I think, because a lot of people don't like the political side of things, and I don't want to. Yeah, I won't be mixing van life and Nuance. Jayoe and Nuance, I probably will. Subscribe for the drone, stay for the trike. Kimberly, okay. I've got some more drone stuff coming up too. Tice, take it easy. Jason, take it easy. Moira, everybody, have a good one. We'll talk to you later, and have a great. What is today? Today's Monday, right? Have a great week. Talk to you later. Bye bye.